Tonight, after-school programs in Illinois are in jeopardy of losing government funding that helps keep their doors open. The uncertainty comes 9 months after Governor J.B. Pritzker signed a budget promising to spend $50 million to support after-school programs. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is investigating where the money went. Mark.
Yeah, digging through budget documents and interviewing education officials today, we found the state is still sitting on that $50 million it pledged last year to after-school programs. Now, with local school districts facing tough budget decisions, they're pleading with lawmakers and the governor to keep their word. It's crunch time in Springfield. Twice last month,
early childhood education
at his budget address and later alongside Senator Tammy Duckworth,
low-income families are at risk of losing the critical early child care and educational services they need.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker blamed the Trump administration for looming financial pressures and promised to use the state's spending power to push back.
Improving much-needed services to working families and to the most vulnerable. These are things that we cannot compromise on, particularly when we face the uncertainty of the federal government's haphazard, ready, fire, aim tactics toward everyday Americans.
After reaching a deal with House Speaker Chris Welch and Senate President Don Harmon,
it might be a tough year ahead. We will face stressful moments.
Pritzker approved $50 million for after-school programs in last year's budget. But this year, Pritzker slashed that program to zero.
The budget itself is a good roadmap when we introduce it for the things that we think must be the highest priorities, including education.
Still, 9 months into this fiscal year, already approved in last year's budget, after-school programs haven't seen a dime.
I think that programs at this point feel robbed.
Did Illinois break its promise to after-school programs?
Oh, 100%. There was a promise in the budget that there would be $50 million. And then when it never came out, people had to just start shutting down.
We understand that we have a tough budget situation in Illinois.
We met Evan Krause in East St. Louis, where his nonprofit holds out hope local schools will still have somewhere safe to send kids after the final bell rings.
As a means for families, it's critical. It ensures that their children have a safe place to go after school so that they can work, that they can continue to earn an income.
The school district administrators in East St. Louis declined to go on camera for an interview as they still hold out hope that they can persuade the state to release those funds. But that power to spend the money ultimately rests with Governor Pritzker. He has the legal authority to spend it, but his office says they just don't want to renege on that private deal they made with the House Speaker and Senate President.